All right, we'll start with you. Would you like to start by telling us your name?
Wyatt Reed.
How old are you and what division do you race?
I am 9 and I race senior and senior Honda.
What division do you look to running in the future while your racing career goes?
I don't actually know yet.
What's your favorite track?
Susquehanna.
How many wins do you have in your career?
6.
Would you like to start by telling us your name?
I'm Carson Horan.
What division do you race and how old are you?
I race, so I'm 10 years old and I race quarter midgets that are senior Honda, light 160, senior animal, and light world.
What's your favorite track?
My favorite track would probably be Susquehanna.
How many wins do you have in your career?
Too many to name.
What division do you look to running in the future while your career grows?
I'd like to run probably a eliminator simulator model.
All right, we'll pass it on. Next, thank you. Along with our next driver. What's your name? Start off by telling us your name.
My name is Chason Hauck.
Jason, what division do you race?
I race 270 microsprints.
What's your favorite track?
My favorite track is probably Clyde Motor Speedway.
How many wins do you have in your career?
15.
What do you look to running in the future in your career?
I hope to move up into sprint cars and any level of racing I can get to pretty much.
Start off by telling us your name.
My name is Asher Paxton.
What division do you race?
I run the PA Micro 500 division.
How old are you?
I'm 15 right now.
How many wins do you have in your career?
I believe around 14.
What's your favorite track?
I'd say Action Track USA.
What division do you look forward to running later in your career?
I'd probably look forward to most 410 sprint car.
What division did you start in?
Red
What division did you start in?
started quarter midgets, but I started red midgets too.
What division did you start racing?
I started quarter midgets, red rookie.
What division did you start racing?
I started racing in 270 microsprints.
Why do you guys love racing?
I love racing because I love going fast and I'm always very competitive in many different things, and that's a sport I can take it out on.
I don't really know. I guess adrenaline, and I just like going fast.
Kind of just been a thing throughout my whole family. My pap raced and then his dad raced, and then my papier, my dad's side raced, and a lot of he's related to the Fry family, so a lot of them have raced throughout that, and it kind of just runs my blood. I've been around racing for a long time.
Any other questions?
Who inspired each one of you to start racing? Who was your inspiration and why?
My inspiration to start racing was probably my dad, because he started racing 600s a year. He raced back in the 90s, and he started racing again back in the late 2020, and he just asked me if I wanted to start racing, and I said yes, and it's been a very proud journey, I'd say.
My inspiration, I'd say, was my cap. I just always looked up to him, and I was always around the shop, and I liked hanging out with him.
Just say probably my dad and my grandpa. I kind of stayed with Asher. I've kind of been around it all my life. My dad.
What do you guys like to do outside of racing?
I love being outdoors, hanging out with family, and I love fishing a lot outdoors.
I like to fish and ride four-wheelers, so that's basically all I do outside of racing.
I like hunting and fishing with my dad. I just kind of like being out in the woods and all that. Hanging out with family and playing with my friends.
What would you like to be when you grow up?
I'm not sure what I'd like to be, but I'd like to be in the engineering field. I like to build stuff.
A race car driver?
Probably like a home remodeling or like a remodeler. Race car driver.
Sprint car announcer?
started with announcing?
My dad used to race with Stephanie, who is the announcer still for past. She had always been a good friend of ours, and she came over to our house one day and I said, "Could I ever try announcing?" Because earlier that day I was watching YouTube and just like announcing over rec videos and stuff just for fun. A few months later at BAPS I started and I've just been doing it ever since.
What do you like to do in your spare time?
Work on the car when I can. I know my dad knows that's a lie. Like to ride a four-wheeler, but that's not, that thing's old.
Do you go swimming? Do any of you guys swim?
Oh yeah, I like to swim.
Oh, yeah.
How about the most memorable win? Best win.
My most memorable win was last year. It was the Spring Nationals at Blinkett Hill. Most people know me for going as fast as I can in that track. I had to slow down and hit my marks, and I was able to hold off a lot faster cars than me and get the win.
I would probably say this year at BAPS in the 500. I was racing with a lot of older guys, and it was my first year in the series, and I was just really happy got it done.
So there's two. So there was last year, let's go ahead back at PAPS, I made a last lap pass for the sticky thank you race and won one of the skunks, and my dad actually won one of them too. And then 2 years ago I ran the Northern Dirt Regional Series and actually ended up winning one of those races. Well, actually tied with one of the other kids, and we both won the championship.
I got to this year at Keystone, and last year I made the last lap pass at Blackbird.
Who's your favorite driver you guys look up to, like professionally? And why?
I like Kyle Larson because he's very, diverse. I'll use it just in a general reason. He can do a lot of different things, and he can adapt to many different cars, and to NASCAR, into late models, into sprint cars, into anything.
I don't really think of any other drivers in my path. I mean, that's all I ever looked up to, and I never really thought of anybody else but him.
Probably Carson Horan because he's rowdy like me. He likes to go fast, and he doesn't care what other people think about him.
My dad, because he raced 305s like 2 years ago, and now races 358s and sometimes 410s.
I was a fill-in at BAPS for the group track. That was pretty fun. That was my first paid gig.
What was your first time that you announced that?
I started announcing at BAPS when would have been when I was 11. That was my first time.
If you had a track that you could definitely move into and be the announcer, what track would you pick?
I like a lot of tracks that I announce at. I really like Big Diamond. That was a really fun race to announce there. I mean, I've only announced once at Big Diamond, but I really like that track, so I'd probably say Big Diamond, but they're all really close.
Do you guys have any like pre-race superstitions that you have to do before you get in the car?
Not really. I kind of just sit there and, I'm usually very impatient, so I get them to usher me up to the grid, but usually that's pretty much it. Ushering people to get to do what I like to do.
I do not.
Not really. The only thing I do is I pretty much go, I love you, Dad, I'll go up there and do my thing.
Not really, I just sit there.
You all work on your own cars?
If I don't work on my own car, my dad doesn't let me race that weekend. So,
Good for Ned.
I do.
Yes, I do. Usually I'll stay up late and I'll help Dad until Mommy or Lee come inside.
Normally I will.
You had a one-time shot at working with national announcers.
I like Chase Rodman, I like Johnny Gibson. I just like the whole high limit crew, so probably Chase Rodman.
So who washes the car up after race day?
Usually me by myself, he's usually just sitting around looking at Facebook.
Probably the crew chief, Dan, normally. He helps us out a lot.
Me, Dad, will.
Just my dad.
Do you have a question first when we get the drivers? What is your favorite racetrack food?
Max dad mac and cheese.
I'd probably just say French fries and ketchup. Oh, and rocket pizza, pepperoni. That's good.
I was gonna say Linda's Speedway used to have these cheesy fries that were really good.
I just like chicken tenders.
What's the father's younger travel together, all right?
Rockfish, North Carolina, or Fayetteville, North Carolina is called Rockfish Speedway.
I'd say Bridgeport Speedway. It's like 2.5 hours in New Jersey.
Tri-City in Illinois. It was like 12 hours.
Probably Keystone in 2 hours.
You guys want to give some shout outs to your sponsors and some venues?
HMT Maintenance and Design, State of Iowa Sales, Hydro Fabrication, Yorktown Industrial Solutions, Hog Excavating, Myers Towing, Trumpets and Subs, JKS Services,
Max dad, Karma, Steve, Car, Heidi, Save Right Golf Carts. And that's the rest I can actually remember.
I also want to say Max sponsors me too.
Walter's Chiropractic, Soy Energy, ICOM, Center Square Brewery. That's all I can remember right now.
I would like to thank Hefner Racing Enterprises, Bleeders Body Shop, Brutus Hills Auto Service, AJ's Hot Rod Shop, GCS, KPM, Anderson's Landscaping, Accent Tint, the Beach House Play Center, and Wing Dynamics, and I think Slate Shop Technology too.
I mean, you guys did better than some national drivers, so. Any other questions?
How do you pick your car numbers?
I picked, my car number is 11H. I actually wanted to be 11X, but there was another driver, so I did 11H because my last name's Hauck, and 11 was just my favorite number at the time.
When I got asked to drive this car, the 21K was already on it, so I just kept it on. And when I got asked to drive it full time, I just said we didn't have to change anything about it, so I'm running a pink and black car, so.
My number's 31H, and my dad's dad ran the number, and he ran the number, and it's just, as soon as I heard I was going to start racing, I was like, gotta be 21H.
My dad been racing 34 for like all of his life, and he raced X for the first year of 358s, and so I just did 34X.
When I raced, I did mine because, originally my first number was 24, and that was because my uncle's number was 24, and then I changed it to 18 in my second season because Kyle Busch.
Do any of you guys have superstitions? Before you have to race, do you have a certain way you have to do something, or do you have any of the superstitions?
I like to boss my dad around.
Before I go out, I like to ask if the wheels are straight, because when I put on the steering wheel, I don't want it to be cockeyed.
I always have my dad make sure my steering wheel was straight.
I don't actually know. I just get my suit on when I go out there.
Carson, I know you like to do a lot of videos. What got you started doing videos?
Mom kind of got me inspired to do them, and me and her kind of worked together to do different videos sometimes.
What's your favorite division other than the one you race
We're talking about quarter midgets, the mods, but we don't run them regionally, they only run them nationally. And then probably like limiters and late models. Sprint cars.
410 sprint cars.
410 sprint cars or wingless 600s at Clyde Memorial Speedway.
Who is your favorite 410 driver?
I would say Kyle Larson or Rico Avery.
I'd probably have to go with Kyle Larson. I never really thought about that question.
Justin Whittle.
Austin Reed, Dallas Shot, and Tanner Holmes.
I also like Tanner Holmes.
What advice would you give to other kids that want to get into racing?
It takes a lot of dedication, and I'm still working on getting things out of my life to be more into racing, and it takes a lot of dedication.
Yeah, I think dedication is like a big part of it. You have to work on the car, pressure wash it, you have to do mostly everything. You can't not work on it or sit down and do something else when someone else is working on the car.
Definitely on the track, be smooth, be smart, and be patient, and you gotta work on your cars.
Never give up.
If you had to think of an older sprint car driver and like, no, that's not retired, who would your favorite be?
An older car driver, I would say, it may not be sprint car driver, it's Sammy Swindell? Sammy Swindell. Sammy Swindell, when he's at the Chili Bowl, and he's just an old guy putzing around having fun.
I'd say it'd either be my Pap or Steve Kinzer.
I like Brian Monteith a lot.
I know Brock Sierrafoss isn't an older driver, but I'd say Lance Deweese.
What was the best advice you ever got?
By my motor guy, Adrian, he said, "Don't be a punk."
I don't really know, is that one? I can't remember anything.
Make sure you lift before you go into the turn.
Be smooth.
Also, don't hit the box.
One of you just have apparel for sale?
We were working on some apparel at the beginning of the year, but we do not have any for sale.
I do not.
No, I hope to get something in the future.
No, I do not. I have team shirts, but those are just for my team.
How many races have you ran where? What is it here?
The new quarter-measure track is off of Route 74, about Route 15. I don't know why I said that. York Springs, and it's about 10 to 15 minutes up from the one. We've raced 2 races on it, and we've had practice there.
Do you guys play any other sports other than race?
I play in a rec league with a rec basketball league.
I do not. I used to, but I put all my focus in the racing.
I do guitar and then play recreational soccer.
I play soccer, I play basketball, and I used to play baseball.
Yeah, I play soccer and
What's your favorite thing to do in your off season?
Probably play in my rec basketball league and get mad at the cars trying to get parts back on them.
Probably just ride 4-wheelers and dirt bikes.
Mine would probably be Montgomery's car and play iRacing with him.
Working on my race cars and playing iRacing with Carson.
There's a rumble in the air when the sun goes down. The engine's waking up in this little town. Back roads lead to a place where the legends ride, where the dust tells stories you can't deny. Granddad stood at the fence line, cap pulled low, said this is where the real ones learn to go. From flathead folds to the wings in the sky, every lap's a piece of history flying by. You can feel it